Good morning, beautiful Cancerian family. Welcome to my channel, Cancer Moon Oracles. My name is Rosa, and I am coming in with a singles love reading for your sign. This is a general love reading, Cancer. If it resonates, please hit the like button to let me know. This reading can be good for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising Cancerian placements. And to the cross watchers that are checking in on a Cancerian, please take the messages as they best resonate for you. I always recommend a personal booking if you're looking for something more specific, and all the details on how to work with me and connect with me will be in the show more section below. I do believe someone also made a special request for a Leo singles reading, so I do endeavour to do a Leo singles love reading as well for those Leos that are cross-watching. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the overall energy for you single Cancerians. So if you're coming into this reading and you are single or in a situationship or you're in a connection and you don't know if it's going to go anywhere, this reading can be for you, okay, Cancer? Okay, so the strongest energy surrounding you, Cancer, is the Lamb. Okay, that's your strongest energy. This is earth energy. So that would indicate, I'm getting with the Lamb, sort of like a vulnerability coming in here. Maybe you've been feeling tender, Cancer. Maybe you've been feeling vulnerable. Maybe you feel sort of like unsure of your position or where you're going or which direction you're heading in. And this earth energy that is surrounding you is you really needing to find your feet again. Okay, you're needing to find your feet again. It's like when baby lambs are born, they don't know how to stand straight away. They're kind of like stumbling and kind of falling all over the place. And I'm just seeing this little lamb trying to find his feet, you know, trying to steady himself. So I feel like I'm connecting to a Cancerian who's really trying to ground, and more importantly, you're trying to find your feet again. Okay, you're trying to work out, you know, which direction to take from here. Yeah. I'm kind of getting like a Page of Pentacles energy coming from this lamb as well. So you might be, Cancer, you might be in this energy of wanting to maybe improve yourself in some way. I don't know, like the Page of Pentacles, he's like the student, he's the apprentice. So however that translates for you, Cancer, that might be you kind of doing a little bit of research or study around relationships. You might be just trying to improve yourself physically. Yeah, just any way in which way you can that's going to make you feel more grounded. You know, you might just be getting out more in nature. Because I feel like, Cancer, for some of you, you're wanting to connect back in with yourself, you know. So for some of you who have felt disconnected lately, this is you just trying to, I guess, align back with who you truly are. I hope that makes sense. We'll suss this out. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for Cancer with regards to love? What messages do you have for our single Cancerians here with regards to love, dating, relationships? What messages do you have? Okay, you've got the Nine of Wands. First things first, Cancer, I want to say don't give up. Okay, don't give up on love. Don't give up on yourself. You might be at a place right now where you're absolutely exhausted. Relationships, dating, has become somewhat difficult, challenging. And you know what? Dealing with people can be really difficult, because everybody is so different and energy is always changing. And I just see that you're just exhausted with this whole idea of being in a relationship or even finding someone to date. But I want to say here, don't give up, Cancer. The main energy of the Nine of Wands here is don't give up on love. And more importantly, don't give up on yourself. Because I do feel with the Lamb, there is sort of like a vulnerability coming in here with you where you may be second guessing yourself or questioning yourself, questioning whether you're ever going to meet someone who wants you, if you're ever going to meet someone who wants the same things as you. So right now I do see maybe a partial wall up around you, and I see in the Nine of Wands there's this fence that is partially built. So I do see that you may have your defenses up, or you may feel very guarded, and rightfully so. If you're in a place, Cancer, where you are feeling vulnerable and you are feeling tender and you're unsure of yourself and you're needing to build your strength back up again, it's understandable that you kind of have this defense around you. What other messages do you have for our single Cancerians here today? Spirit, angels and guides, what other messages? What is it that our single Cancerians need to know when it comes to love? The other message I'm getting here, Cancer, is some of you Cancerians may be in this energy of it's time to lower the defense. And the idea of lowering your guard and becoming vulnerable is essentially a little bit scary. It's a little bit intimidating. And that's the energy that I'm getting from the Lamb. We've got the Hermit card here. Okay, the Hermit card. Yeah, I just see with the Hermit energy here, Cancer, that you're retreating, or you have retreated for some time. There's this idea that I just want to be left alone. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to see anyone. I just want to be left alone. I just want to stay at home and focus on myself and focus on my health, focus on my mental health, because the Hermit is here, and the Hermit is or has this tendency to analyze. So there could be some time out needed here just to focus on getting your mental health right, And what I love about the Hermit is the Hermit archetype is essential because it allows us to block out the white noise that is going on around us. you know, from time to time, it really is important to embody the archetype of the Hermit card, because we can so take on the energies of this person and that person, and we get on social media and we're consuming information that is just in front of us all the time, that we can tend to step outside of our bodies. You know what I mean? We can tend to lose ourselves because all of a sudden we're trying to be this, that, and everything else, and become everything else for everybody else. And we forget who we are. You forget who you are. And then all of a sudden you find yourself feeling so overwhelmed and confused, and then there's this like realization with the Hermit, oh, I just need to be alone. I just need to be by myself. And what I love about the Hermit is it really allows you to tune back into your inner voice and drown out the white noise or the noise of other people, the noise of friends, the noise of lovers. Like it just helps to drown out all of that white noise. And it really helps you to align back in with who you are. And I feel like that Hermit energy is really essential for you single Cancerians right now. I'm getting two messages coming in, or two scenarios, I should say, coming in with your reading, Cancer. For some of you, there's this need to retreat. And for others of you, there is this message of coming out of hermit mode, or realizing here it's time to come out of this hermit mode. It's time to put myself back out there again, because I am seeing don't give up. Don't give up. And the idea of putting yourself back out there again, it does feel, you know, it feels scary. It feels intimidating even, especially if you've been single for a while, Cancer. And for you single Cancerians who've been single for quite a long time here with the Hermit card, you know, putting yourself back out in the dating world can seem really intimidating, because it can be a jungle out there, right? And you never know who you're going to draw in. That's why I feel like with the Lamb, it really is imperative and important to improve yourself, work on yourself, you know, work on your self-esteem. Because if you're putting yourself out there in the world with this Lamb energy, boy oh boy, Cancer, you're going to draw in unwanted energies. Trust me, because people prey on lambs. You know, it's a figure of speech. It's just you know, it's not legit, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like if you're presenting as someone who is vulnerable, there are some people out there that specifically look for weak and vulnerable people to control, to coerce, and to gain power over. So this is why it's really important here, Cancer, to do some personal development work, you know. So please, I always just advise just to take what resonates for you. Okay, these are messages coming forward from Spirit, and you can just go, yeah, that speaks to me. I'll take that on board, or that doesn't really speak to me, so I don't have to, you know, take that on board. Okay, this one wants to come through. The Fool. Okay, so we've got Virgo energy here. We have Aries energy here. There's a potential for a Virgo or an Aries to be around you right now. But I'm just reading your energy, Cancer. I feel like your energy is coming in strong here, right? Look at this. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Three of Swords. Okay. So it's no wonder that you're feeling tender here and you've got this Lamb energy, because the Three of Swords tells me that you have been hurt in love, and it's not easy to just forget that you were hurt. It's not so easy for some people to just overcome the pain of being, betrayed and let down by someone. It's just not so easy to forget about that. Even putting yourself out there in the world could be reminding you of this Three of Swords energy, because there is a real fear that putting yourself out there again, Cancer, is also an invitation to get hurt again. When you are being open and available for love, there is also a vulnerability that comes with that. And being open to love can be a really beautiful thing, because there's some wonderful people out there and you could stumble across someone so great, but there is also, honestly, there is also the potential to be hurt. I forgot, there's a saying or there's a meme around that. I can just sort of vaguely see it in my mind, but I won't try to get it out because it's not clear enough for me. The Fool suggests here that you are wanting to take a leap of faith. Okay? Cancer, you're wanting to take some kind of a risk and, put yourself out there again. But in this Fool card, this woman, she's holding onto the rope. So she's wanting to put her best foot forward, but at the same time, she's just not quite ready to let go of that rope. And I feel, because at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Swords is here. So and I feel like this Three of Swords, it still feels maybe too raw or too early, I should say, to kind of just put yourself out there again. Now, if this Three of Swords is still influencing you in any particular way and how you're interacting with new relationships or new connections, then I would say, Cancer, that maybe you're not truly ready just yet. You could just be putting your feelers out there. Maybe even with the Fool here, you might just be testing the waters. So you might just be getting on, I'll use this as an example, right? You might just be getting on the social dating apps and kind of just, just window shopping and just seeing, is there anyone that kind of like draws me in? You might be just reading profiles. I don't know. I've never been on a dating app, you guys, so I have no idea how they work. I only know what I know through my friends. And some of the stories that they've shared with me has been really quite entertaining, to say the least. Right? So I just see you kind of testing the waters here. And that's that lowering the defense down, just putting myself out there, just window shopping, just checking it out. And, you might not like what you see with the Three of Swords. So there's this real tendency here to sort of kind of like with the Hermit energy to pull back in. No, I'm just going to go back home and I'm just going to marinate at home a little bit longer, All right. Let's see what else is coming through for our beautiful Cancerians. What other messages do you have for our single Cancerians? If you are in a situationship, Cancer, I just see you really keeping to yourself here in that dynamic. Okay. I see with the Fool card here that you're trying to maybe let go, and you're trying to maybe act like you don't care. And I feel like the more you do the inner work with the Hermit, the more confident you will become in letting this situationship go. Because the more inner work that you do, the more confident you become, and you will be more confident in, you know, reinstating stronger boundaries. You know, because I feel with the Lamb card here, you've probably allowed this person to take advantage of you in some way. Which has, with the Three of Swords, has led you to a letdown or a disappointment. Because you really trusted this person, you know, with the Fool. You really trusted this person. All right. Four of Cups. What's at the bottom? The King of Swords. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're a water sign, Cancer. You are ruled by your emotions and your feelings. And I do see here with the King of Swords that you're trying to detach from any kind of outcome. That's what I'm hearing with the King of Swords. Cancer is trying to detach from the outcome. I see here that you're trying to be maybe less focused on the outcome and just be more in the moment, or be more in the present moment. Okay. For some of you with the Four of Cups, you're still focused on the past, because if you look at this woman, she's looking to the past. For me, that's the past. Okay, when someone's looking in this direction, that's the past. When someone's looking in this direction, it's the future. And the King of Swords, he's kind of looking ahead, in front of him. So being less outcome dependent, being less detached to the outcome, and just be more mindful, or be more in the present moment, which is the King of Swords. He's more in the present moment, right? And the thing is here, Cancer, if you are in some shape, way or form attached to the past, or still focused on the past, or still connected to the past in some way, you will miss opportunities that present themselves. Because I see here that Spirit is trying to present you with maybe a new love offer, or it's like Spirit is trying to create don't know how to exactly put it into words. Spirit is trying to give you the signs and the signals that it's time, Cancer. It's time to maybe see who else is out there. But if you're still attached to the past, or still focused on someone from the past, you will miss the signs. You will miss the opportunities that are being presented here, or that Spirit is trying to present you. Now, signs come in many different shapes and forms, guys. So it's going to be very unique and different for you. Okay, for me personally, a sign would just come in the form of like an intuitive nudge. Like I might see something on TV and it really hits me. And I'm like, oh, that made me jolt a little bit. Or it made me like react or respond in a really strong way. And that's how I know that that's a sign for me. I might see, I don't know, I might see 111 like all the time, right? But there might be moments where I see 111 and it really hits. So because I'm an intuitive, that's just how I am, okay? It's going to be different for everyone. For others of you, it might be in the form of feathers. It might be that you look at a loved one that's passed on, or you're being reminded of them, and that's your sign. You know, you might see number sequences. It might appear to you in a dream even. It's going to be different for everyone, Cancer. Four of Cups. Some of you Cancerians who are in this situationship, I see that you're growing bored and tired. I see you getting over it, and that's a good thing. Okay? That might be a sign right there. You know, if this person that you're in a situationship with, and I was going to say situationship. I didn't mean to, but you know what? Let's have a bit of fun. Let's have a laugh. Why not? Life's too short, right, Cancer? Life is too short. If there is someone here that you are in a situationship with, and they're still coming to you with the same conversations and the same attitude and the same behavior, it's time to get out of there. You know, if you're being unbothered by it, like it's a sign that, you know, this person isn't going to change. All right, what other messages do we have for our beautiful Cancerians here today? What other messages do we have for our beautiful single Cancerians out here today? We're tuning in and listening. Okay, Page of Wands. Page of Wands. This is fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, like I said, Cancer, if there is someone here that you know, have a flirty connection with, because I see the Page of Wands as flirty, friendly, like a little bit too friendly. They may have some nerve to reach out to you and contact you here. But I see you maybe ignoring this person's call or ignoring their text message, because it's like they're still coming to you with this same energy, you know, of, I don't know, it's immature energy for me. And Cancer, like, you know, the Page of Wands energy does serve at times. Like, don't get me wrong, you need that. You need that spark, you need that fire when you're first meeting someone. But after a while, it gets a little bit old, especially when you're at a stage where you're ready to take it one step further. Like, you know what I'm saying, guys. You know what I'm saying. And I see that this energy of the Page of Wands, it's starting to get a little bit old for you. Especially if there is someone here that you are attracted to. But it's like the attraction is there. And the spark is there. But the spark here feels like it's fizzling out. I just see you rolling your eyes. There's the World card. Yeah, for some of you, you know that it's this connection that you have to this person. It's definitely reached the end of a life cycle. It's definitely reached the end of a life cycle. And I feel like that's why you're in this hermit energy. Because you're real, you know, on some deep level, inner knowing that it is over with this person. It's time to close the chapter on this person. And it's time, with the Page of Wands and the World card, to essentially put yourself back out there again. You know, the world would, in this situation, speak to the World Wide Web, which is online networks, connecting with people online, becoming part of groups or communities, or just meeting new groups of people. You know, just something new is being presented here for you. So please do notice the signs, Cancer. And if you have seen the signs already, please let me know. Let me know what those signs are for you. The world is you stepping through a new portal. It's just like you coming out of, once you come out of this hermit mode, or once you come out of this cave, it's like you're ready for the world, or the world might need to be ready for you, Cancer. Right? It's like, step out of the way, world. I'm coming through, you know? So, oh, that's really beautiful energy, because the world to me is evolution. Let's be real. This is a highly evolved Cancerian. We started the reading with the Lamb. And I'm seeing a Cancerian improving themselves, going to the gym, working on their mind, body and soul, you know, listening to some podcasts, working on their self-esteem. And then when that has completed and you feel ready and done, it's like, yes, here I am. I am so ready for this, right? That's what I'm seeing, Cancer. Ace of Pentacles. So, okay, I'm hearing two things, but let's go with the first one. Ace of Pentacles. This is Spirit handing you an opportunity. Okay, this is an opportunity that is being presented by Spirit. Are you ready to take it? Let me know in the comment section below. Are you ready to take it? Because this opportunity that is being presented to you looks really promising. There are some roots that are sprouting from this pentacle. It looks promising. The question is, with all of your Cancerian water, are you ready to water this seed? Are you ready to nurture this seed? Are you even ready to maybe plant this seed and turn it into a new potential? Now, the other message that I was getting with this Ace of Pentacles is this person that you're in a situationship with. Okay. They may be recognizing and realizing here that you are no longer interested, or you're just not giving them the attention like you used to. And they're all of a sudden noticing, oh, my Cancer isn't talking to me. Might just send Cancer a message. You know, that's that Ace of Pentacles, them coming forward. what's at the bottom? The Two of Wands. So Cancer, ultimately it comes down to this, right? You're at this crossroad. You're at this crossroad and you know it's time to change direction. It's time to do something different. It's time to even perhaps step out of your own way and step out of your comfort zone, because this woman in the Two of Wands, she's in a building and that building is holding her back. It's limiting her. It's confining her. I see with the Seven of Cups underneath that you're confused as to perhaps which direction to take. But that's because you're in your emotional thinking, Cancer. Okay? Because I see it here in the Four of Cups. And the King of Swords that came out earlier also told me so. And when you're in your emotional thinking, that's what happens. We become caught up in the what ifs because we're not being present with ourselves. And that's where the Hermit energy comes in, because the Hermit helps us to get in touch with ourselves and what's in alignment for us. And it's always, you know what, Cancer, forget about the YouTube readings, forget about what the tarot readers say. Like, it's not about what we're saying. It's not. It always comes back to, with the Hermit card, what is in alignment for you. Because your alignment, Cancer, is going to look different to my alignment. And that's why tarot is to be used as a guide, especially when you're coming onto YouTube and you're listening to all these tarot readers and you're like, oh my God, this tarot reader's saying this, that tarot reader's saying that. I'm so confused. Everyone's saying something different. And let me tell you, Cancer, it is going to be like that, because, you know, I've had some people come into the comment section below. I'm going on a little bit of a rant now, but I feel like it's necessary. I've had some people come onto my channel and say, oh, every tarot reader says something different. Well, no shit, Sherlock. We are different people. That's inevitable. You know, not every tarot reader is going to have exactly the same message, because we are not exactly the same people. Like, really, I shake my head at that. I shake my head at that. Anyway, sorry, Cancer. I just felt like it was necessary to share that message for some reason. And I feel like it's just coming back to this Hermit. Like, your alignment is going to be so different to another Cancerian's alignment. And I always just invite you, Cancer, to listen to what is true for you. Like, you know, I've done readings here and people will always come in with their 2 cents worth and they'll be like, that's not true for me. And you know what? Yes, I'm so glad that you know that it's not true for you. I'm so glad, because you're telling me that you're an intuitive being and you know what's right for you. And I only come onto the channel to serve you, to help guide you. And if that means that I'm coming onto the channel and I'm delivering a message that doesn't resonate for you, yes, that's a win, because that means that I'm still guiding you. Whether it's a message for you or it doesn't resonate with you, it's guiding you, Cancer. And hand on heart, Cancer, I want that for you. So please just know that, okay? So with that being said, and that was a very deep reading, I'm going to close it with this, that always, always, always listen to your intuition. And again, that's not me telling you what to do, okay? That's just some advice. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything that I tell you to do. You don't have to do anything that anyone tells you to do. And that's facts, you know. So I'm just going to close this reading with an Animal Spirit card by Colette Baron Reid. We're going to close it here. So let's see. Vulture Spirit. Nothing is wasted. Never, ever, ever think, Cancer, that a relationship was a waste of time. Okay? That's what I'm going to say to you. Never, ever, ever think that a relationship is a waste of time. Everyone who comes into our lives, who we've ever had a connection with, come in to help us align with who we are. So if you're feeling with the Lamb card vulnerable, if you're feeling like you're a little bit lost and you don't know your way forward, okay, just know that these relationships come in to teach us the way forward. It's just about tuning back in and listening with the Hermit energy, what we need to learn. What can we take away from this relationship? What can we take away from what that person said that really hurt us? You know, what are your takeaways? Always, what are the takeaways? So that's where I leave the reading, Cancer. I love you so much. Thank you for your time, your energy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing your 40 minutes with me. I really do appreciate you, Cancer, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.